Okay, hello. So we gather here today for our discussion too. Uh, have you guys watched the movie?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, I just watched it yesterday.
So what do you think about the movie? Does it fun?
It was very interesting.
No, right. Especially the plot.
Yes.
So do you guys have something to share?
I'm sorry. Before we start, last week I don't have any chance to introduce myself. So may I introduce myself first?
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Okay, my name is Novara Shaira binti Husizan. You guys can call me Farah. I am from Faculty Science, Bachelor Science Mathematics. Sorry for the late introduction.
It's okay.
Ada seorang terkeluar.
It's okay. Uh-uh. I think everyone here having a bad line. So as me. Okay, everyone's ready?
Yes, we can start.
Okay, so we already agreed to watch her movie. The title is The Sixth Sense. So I think we all enjoy the suspense and the scary feelings. Yeah, I think it is a good movie.
Yes.
What about you guys? What do you think?
Not too
I
scary.
think
It's got high rating on Google.
the movie was really enjoyable and was very great. And the actor and actress were all very talented. I think it's such a good movie. You can
Yes.
also
What about this?
If I
what
can rate for this movie, I will give 7/10, which is good. Because this movie gives some message for the audience, such as cool a boy who is able to see and talk to that. He helped a girl uh, already die, and could help her to inform her father about her mother, who is poisoning her food, which caused her die. So this scene shows us that um, his ability to of sixth sense make him to communicate with the ghosts and help them to finish their business. That's my opinion about that movie. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, so basically this movie is about a psychology doctor who is try to heal a boy who can see dead people walking around. Then many unusual things happen to them, so it's kind of interesting and attract me a lot to watch the movie. Okay, what about you guys? Others?
I think
Um.
yes.
Okay. Okay. For me, in my opinion, I think that the movie was really interesting because at first it was the first time I'm watching it, and the first thought of me from that movie is that, oh, this movie is old, so I don't really like old movie. It's from 1999, right? So I just try to watch it, and as the times goes by, I think the movie really attracts me, and I really like how they act in the movie, especially the boy and the doctor. The boy named Cole and the doctor named Doctor Malcolm, I guess. So the for the ending part, it's really makes me like shocked because I didn't really expect that thing to happen, and it's
I
really
know,
nice. And
right?
yes, it gives but the movie really gives a good moral, good thing, good impression to the movie. What about others?
Uh, okay, in my opinion, I think this movie is amazing because this movie seem different compared to others horror movie. As you guys can see, some others horror movie, the storyline is not real and not realistic to the real life. But 60 Cent, as you can see, is about some doctor who try to give a treatment to this to the boy, and I think it's realistic, and we can see in the real we can compare to the real world.
Real
I think
world.
yes, I
Yes.
think this is my opinion about others.
I guess this movie not really scary, right? You can just watch it
Yeah.
Yes.
like without covering your eyes, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's really easy to watch.
Yes,
So,
it's a
as Farah said, it is actually happen in the real world. So it kind of relatable to our life. So yeah, it is interesting movie as it related to us. And the actors itself, Bruce Willis, as you know, he is really a good actor. His other movies. Actually, Bruce Willis usually act as in action movie. So as I saw him in horror movie, it kind of weird, but it it is actually okay. And yeah, he's a good actor. And the boy, I think Haley Joel Osment, as he showed the character of a quiet boy, a freaky boy who everyone doesn't like. It makes the character show up small. Yeah, I think that's the strength of this movie.
Uh, I want to give my review on the Sixth Sense movie. Okay, the Sixth Sense movie is for me a psychological thriller written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. It is considered one of the best thriller movie for me. It stars Bruce Willis as a child psychologist named Dr. Malcolm, and also stars Harley Joy Osman as Cole, a boy who sees dead people. M. Night Shyamalan in his prime made fantastic movies like Unbreakable Science, The Village, but none compared to his best, The Sixth Sense, I think. This movie is brilliant. It is all about the atmosphere. This film looks and feels like sometimes a horror film, but I think it's a psychological thriller. Yeah, I think I give 4 out of 5 star for this movie. It's quite interesting, I think, because the big plot twist in the history of thrillers in this movie, which is enough to blow my minds. I think that's all from me.
Okay, what about others? Do you guys have any opinion about the movie?
Okay, so about the movie, um, when all of you suggested to watch Sixth Sense, I thought it was kind of like a lame movie, but so I kind of searched it at Google and I saw Bruce Willis. So yeah, I have hope that the movie is going to be interesting. Well, it says horror and there is a ghost, but it's not like the other horror movies like Conjuring or anything else, because it doesn't really have like jump scare or anything that frightens you. And the plot story is interesting as because you know that at the ending we all know that Dr. Malcolm is actually dead from the beginning of the story. So yeah, I think this movie I will give like 8/10 rating. That's all.
Okay, anyone else? You guys want to share your thoughts about this movie?
Share my thoughts on this movie. Okay, I think that there's the plot is very interesting, and there's something that the writer want to tell us. It's the lesson in the movie. So I think that one of the lesson that the writer trying to tell us is we need to help others. Can you guys hear me? Because my line is kind of uh,
Yes, we can hear you.
okay. Thank you. Okay. So I think the writer tried to highlight the importance of helping others, just like in the story when Malcolm didn't know that he died at the beginning of the movie, and then when he suggests Cole to help the other ghosts to overcome their problems so that they can go to the afterlife. And in some way, when he helped others, uh, he helped himself too, because when he know that when he discovered that he was a ghost, all his good deeds was paid, because he was able to live to the afterlife at the end of the movie. Uh, I think that the writer trying to say that if we help others, the others will help us too, but in a different way. Thank you. What do you guys think?
Yeah, as he suggests that the boys' school should talk and communicate with dead people. I think it is a good way to overcome his scared towards the ghost. So um, he helped the ghost and he also helped himself, Cole. And actually, I was wondered why Cole asked Dr. Malcolm to talk to his wife while she was sleeping. So why didn't he just talk face to face with his wife? As I watched that his wife didn't really talk to Dr. Malcolm, and at the end of the movie, I know why the wife didn't talk to Dr. Malcolm, as he is actually dead. So it
He was
is,
invisible.
yes, I know, right? As I thought, why his wife didn't talk to him? Why? So actually, yes,
Do
he's dead.
do
I thought
Cole
they were
really know that?
fighting or something.
Do Cole really know that Miss Dr. Malcolm that?
Yes, I think Cole know that Dr. Malcolm is a ghost, but he didn't really want to tell Dr. Malcolm because Dr. Malcolm didn't know that he's dead. Yeah, as Cole told that mostly that people walking around didn't know that they dead, same as Dr. Cole, Dr. Malcolm.
It's kind of funny actually because we have been fooled all out the entire movie, believing that Dr. Malcolm is actually alive. But at the end, it was the biggest plot twist ever to know that he is actually a ghost. But it's a great movie. I will rate it like 8/10. What What do you guys think?
Flashback of Dr. Malcolm treating some boys or some boys after he was shot by the boy, right? So I thought it's like flashback of his other cases helping other boys. So the ending is like blown me up lah.
So at the end of the story, I think that Dr. Malcolm already know that he's dead, and he talked to his wife while she was asleep. So I think it is a happy ending, I guess.
Yeah, happy ending but sad. A bit sad.
Yeah,
A
it's
little
kind
bit
of
sad.
sad. So do you think you will recommend this movie to others?
Yes.
Yes, because it's different than a horror. It's not too much suspense, and we can watch it together with our family.
Yeah, the graphic too is great. It's not that uh like an old movie.
Yes.
Yes, but I don't know if you guys remember the scene where Cole was locked in the dungeon. That
Yes.
oh yes, I think that part is kind of scary to me because the old voice screaming. Yeah, it is kind of scared to me.
Yes, I think so. It was named horror after all. What uh what do you think, Nabila and Razma?
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Nabila, can you try again? Yeah, I think maybe your speaker is broken because I can't hear you. Maybe you can write or type it. Hello Rasma, are you okay?
Sorry, my line is not okay.
Yeah, I understand. It's okay.
Um,
It was understandable since we are in pandemic, so technical difficulties cannot be avoided. So it's okay. Maybe Razma and Nabila can just write down there at the chat section.
Yeah, Nabila thinks that the movie is very good. I think everyone loved the movie and enjoy it. As maybe the storyline is quite slow, but overall I like it. Yeah. So as we watch the movie, uh, would you suggest to who you like the others to watch the movie? Maybe your family, friends.
I would suggest this movie to those who doesn't really like horror because they are scared to watch it. So I think this movie is good for them to watch.
Okay, what about others? Can you suggest anything?
I'm same opinion with the Fatina earlier because it's not quite horror, just like horror movie. I think I will just suggest to my family because my family have uh what? My sister is not underage. I think I will suggest to my family. Others, what do
Oh,
you think?
Siti Razma said in the chat that she thinks that the movie is very good because it's about life and death. Yeah, I think it's true. Yeah. So that uh,
So I think what Nur Alia and said is true because nowadays most horror movies had lots of jump scare, which is especially not stable, especially for those who have for old people. And this horror movie is there is some kind of parts which is scary, but at least it doesn't um, gonna make any harm to people, those who have heart attacks or something like that.
Yeah, I agreed with that.
I think my grandmother and my grandfather also can watch it, and I will explain to them because they don't really know English, so maybe I can tell them in Malay.
So I think it was a successful movie. We all enjoy it, and I think that's all. Do you guys have anything to say?
I think for me it's that's all. What about the others?
Yeah, that's all for me today.
Should we what it is? Should we set the date for our next discussion?
Yes.
Right, we need to set a
Oh,
date for our next discussion, right? So I think it is
oh yeah.
at the same day and the same
Around
time
this
next week.
time,
Yeah, so I think uh, uh, all people can come early at 12 and join the meeting early if you
Yeah,
don't
I
have
think so.
anything else to do.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I
I
think
think
that's all for today, and we
yes.
can end up our meeting by now. I think.
okay.
All right. Thank you everyone for coming to this meeting. See you guys next
Okay,
week.
All
Okay,
right.
All
Thank
right, thank you
you.
everyone.
Thank
bye.
you.
All
take
right.
care,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Be safe.
All right. Stay safe.